Hi everybody, welcome back to Chernarus. Now in this particular video we're going to be looking at another flavour of this amazing map. Now this of course is Arma 3, this is of course Winter Chernarus, and this is the community upgrade projects version of Winter Chernarus. So I'm really enjoying these videos where we fly around these maps and have a look and get a feel of the flavour of them, and it really gets me in the mood for trying these maps out, either in proper Arma scenarios or in something like a Ravage or a survival scenario as well. Now we've got, I think this is called the Pawnee, this helicopter in the game files. What we're going to do is we're at Pavlovo, as you can see here. Sorry, at Balota, what am I talking about? And what I thought we'd do, we would this time, we're going to head up the coast to Kamenka, then head north through Pavlovo. We'll maybe follow this line here if we can follow it through Zelengorsk, up through Sosnovka, Rostochka, up to Lapatino. We might take in a little bit of the northwest airfield, and then come up to this area of the map, and then we'll head east over Krasnostav, pick up the northeast airfield, and then come down the coast this way. Right, let's get this bird in the air. Look at this. Oh wow, how cool is it? Arma 3, released in 2013. So much modding work has been done to this game. It's unbelievable, really. It is absolutely unbelievable. Look at this. Now Chernarus is one of the maps that doesn't always run that particularly well because it is so big. I think it was originally in Arma 2, so we're going to have to do that, aren't we? We're going to have to fly around the Arma 2 version of Chernarus as well. But can you imagine the fun and the scenarios? That's one of the problems though, isn't it? Even with DayZ and Arma, the fact that there is so much stuff available for us to do and plan, and single player missions, you go to the Steam workshop. You wonder, however, things like Arma Reforger or Arma 4, are they ever going to be able to reach the heights that Arma 3 and DayZ gets to? I just don't really know. Now this is right, we're coming over Kamenka now. So if we get a bit of height and do a nice slow turn this way, and then we want to be heading northish, don't we? It does have a, I think we're roughly going in the right direction. Yeah, okay, so we probably want to head more to the north east, a bit more height so we stay above these trees. God, you can imagine the fun you could have down there. If I haven't published it already, I will be doing a video where we fly around Winter Chernarus in one of Red Falcon's helicopters. I'm thinking maybe the Winter Colours Apache. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? But of course, the beauty with the Arma stuff is that we have guns. Ooh, we are going a bit low. Alright, where are we now? So we're coming up to Zelengorsk is over here. And there's Red Mountain in the distance. Green Mountain in the distance. We got rockets. Oh, wrong button. Ooh, we got a bit low. Right, let's get a bit more altitude by pressing the wrong button. That's better. I'm no expert at flying, especially when I'm on keyboard and mouse. I remember in DayZ on PlayStation 4, I think it was, carrying a barrel that I found in Zelengorsk all the way up to Green Mountain. I keep pressing the wrong button. I love doing that close up. It's great, doesn't it? We've got a bit of altitude now, we can see round. Okay, let's have a quick look at the map. So we probably want to head northwest a little bit, maybe try and lose a little bit of altitude to make the scenery a little bit more interesting. That's Z, breaking us down. There are literally hundreds and hundreds of single player scenarios that you can play with Arma 3. Oh, what town's this? Pushovka. And we really want to swing around, don't we? Head towards Vybor. Get up a bit of speed, dip the nose down. Look at this amazing countryside. I think we're going to need a little bit of height, aren't we? Okay, so Lopatino, so we really need to head this way a little bit to, I think we're going to pop up at the north west airfield here, aren't we? Sometimes I think this is better than a flight simulator. Here we go, so this is northwest airfield, or the Arma 3 community upgrade project version of the northwest airfield. Right. So if we just peel around to the left a little bit. We can lose some height again. There we go. I think what we'll probably... Oh, Misty Peak. Oh, yeah, let's go between this kind of little gap in the mountains here. I think we're coming up to the edge of the map, to be honest, aren't we? Yeah. We're going to gain a little bit of height. So we swing it around. Let's head this way. Actually, let's head towards the dam, because that is a really cool point of interest. See how it differs from the Chernarus Redux version. Not quite sure where the dam would be. We overshot it. Oh no, it's still off to our northeast. Alright, here we go. Here's the dam. See if we can lose a bit of height. We haven't really got a dam like this in DayZ standalone, have we? Where there's a big difference in height. I guess the one down at, is it Metallurg, is a little bit like this. Oh yeah, Metallurgs, yeah, Metallurgs like that. Gosh, there's not much down here, is there? You wouldn't want to be caught out here in a blizzard. Okay, so we should be coming up to the coast fairly shortly. Take her down a little bit further. Get more of a sensation of speed, don't you then? Bohemia Interactive, and I know this isn't official Bohemia Interactive, but it's based on official Bohemia Interactive. They really, they get the maps right, don't they? I've tried to play games like Scum and what's the other survival one? Dead. Is it Dead Rising? Not Dead Rising. Dead something or other. And the feel of the maps is just wrong, or it feels like it's wrong. Whereas Bohemia Interactive, Arma, and DayZ maps, they just feel like real places, don't they? Right. So if not mistaken, there is a lighthouse, or there used to be a lighthouse somewhere down here. Now we're coming up to what would be Riffy in DayZ Standalone, where the big shipwreck is. Now normally in Arma maps there's just a smaller shipwreck. Yeah, here we go. What town's this? This is Lumber Mill, and then Berezino is further off to the west. Oh, this is something. The snow map. I was thinking today about what could they add to DayZ Standalone on console to really, to give something back to the console players. Now I know we're not going to be getting this. We're not getting Arma 3 on console. We've got Arma Reforged on Xbox, and that's it. And that's probably going to be coming to PlayStation eventually. But I was thinking Winter Chernarus and Winter Livonia, where they just add the snow. I say just add the snow. I'm sure it's probably quite a difficult thing to do. And make it colder, so there's more survival mechanics. There's no like fruit that falls on the ground. And even do it like Namalsk, where fruit is frozen. Food is frozen, like tinned food is frozen when you find it. You need to defrost it. That would be so cool. And presumably, quite a bit of work. But it's not like making a new map. Well, the other thing I thought they have to do it, and I'm sure they must be working this in the background, is bringing Namalsk to console. I mean, the guy who has made the Namalsk map is the lead creative developer on DayZ, so you think they must have had a meeting where they say, right, what is it going to take to get Namalsk onto console, because it's a small map, so it will run really well. It's got some different mechanics in it. It's got survival mechanics, it's got music, it's got ambient music, it's got the trip to Lancia that you can do. What would it take for us to get, how much is it going to cost to develop it for console? How much are we going to charge for the DLC, if we're going to charge it, or is it going to be free? I mean, they must have had. I mean, the guy works for Bohemia Interactive. He works on DayZ. He must want it to come to console if he can, mustn't he? Right, where are we? So we're following the coast round to Kamyshovo. We just want to get up a little bit more height, don't we? There's Skaliski Island. This is a really cool map. I want to be on the ground in a tank. An armoured car whizzing around killing zombies in that. There's our shadow on the ground. This is, Kamyshovo, and then Electro will be the next big city. I love the verticality of Chernarus as well. Look at that. It's amazing, doesn't it? Right, so this is coming up to Electro now. Nice place for a base. I guess it's similar to the Electro we have on DayZ Standalone, isn't it? Because you've got like the industrial area and the docks. Ooh, probably on a little bit more height. I want to clip those skids. Arma 3 is also, it's one of those games where you've got to put a lot of time in to like get it running good, and you've got, I don't know, it's one of those, the beauty with DayZ is you can just dive into it, can't you? You can dive in and you can play. You spawn as a freshie on the coast and you survive. Where Arma 3 you got to think, right, what am I going to do? Am I going to do the campaign? Am I going to do the single player? Am I going to jump into multiplayer? Am I going to play the DLC? Am I going to have to join a community? So here we are at Chernarus. Okay, let's get a little bit more height so we don't bash into anything. Looking great in the snow. And then we'll just pop round this corner and we should see Pawnee Airfield. It's a bit difficult to see in the snow actually because you don't really see the runway, you just see the clearing. We'll try and put this baby down. Here we go, this is Pawnee now, so probably going to have to see if we can bring her down next to the hangars. Nice big flare. Dump the throttle. Bring it down. Not using any auto hover here, as you can tell. Oh, I just put the auto hover on by mistake with X. Oh well, we might, as we put it on, might as well use it. Nice soft landing. And there we go. Ah. Circular route around the amazing community upgrade project version of Winter Chernarus on Arma 3. Ooh, I love it. I love these videos where we just fly around. What do you think though? Put your questions and comments down below, and of course I'll see you again soon.